Alright, well, Enrico bit it, which sucks. Well, we didn't know him very well, so whatever. What's up, everybody? Badass Games, welcome back to Resident Evil Jill Valentine walkthrough. Okay, this is going to be the last video for the Jill Valentine walkthrough, and then there will be another video where I compare some of the endings and all that stuff. Now, before we leave here, I want to take a couple of these. I want to take all my MO discs with me. I'm also going to take my Colt Python, because I'm going to be killing the last boss here. This is the last time we're going to be going into a save room, so I want to make sure I have everything that I need with me. So take all this stuff, and I don't need the herb. If you need a 100% health item, first of all, I recommend topping your life off right now, and then if you need a 100% health item, we'll be grabbing one on the way through as we go through all this stuff. So let me go ahead and quit my stuff, and I'm good to go. Now I need all the MO discs because I need to do all the MO disc stuff. Let's go ahead and leave through here. We're going to go into the power area, and we're going to turn the power on for the elevator that's behind me. Now, as you're running through here, we're going to encounter a new type of enemy. Okay, I'm going to go over here to the right first. These are the chimeras, okay? They do that attack from the ceiling, and they generally do some damage that way, so be careful. If you run to the sides, you can actually avoid the damage. Okay, so you need to find this power panel. We need to activate the blacked out areas, and after we do that, let's go ahead and go through. They're actually not very threatening when they're on the ground. However, I do recommend you run because they will jump on the back of you and do some serious damage. Alright, so going to the second maze. This time I want to head to the, go straight basically as we go through here. And use the MO disc on this little computer system here. And we get the third passcode. And you're like, wait, we didn't get any of the other ones. Yeah, I know. That's fine. And each one of them has an excerpt from the Bible. That's all that's really given to you. Alright, so here's another chimera. Let's just do a circle around him and go through this door, and then we're safe. There's no more enemies in here. But we do have to come back through this way, okay? This is the generator area, and we want to come over here to the left, and we'll find this computer. A power connection switch. Now let's connect it. And the power for the elevator is activated as the power supply and the circuit have been connected. Now that we have the power supply to the elevator, we got to go to the elevator and use it. Now be careful on your way back, because those chimeras will attack you. So watch out. We're almost there. One more room with chimeras in them, and then we'll be back in the area. Let's go straight from the door. Avoid this guy. Ooh, got hit. That's fine. Like I said, there will be a health pack later. 100% health. They don't poison you or anything, so looks like I only went down into the yellow. And let's go straight when we come into here and go over to this elevator. We have to activate the elevator by pushing this switch.
Jill! Jill! You're here too!
Yes, you're here too?
Look, I lost my way.
Let's get going.
Okay, so we got Barry with us now. Don't know why he didn't go with me when we got Enrico, but we're about to see just exactly what kind of man Barry is.
Wesker?
You did a fine job, Barry.
Just as I thought.
I think you should stay away from Barry, Jill. I hear that his wife and 2 daughters will be in danger if he doesn't do everything I tell him to.
You are so cruel.
Well, you don't have to worry about anything, because you'll be free from this world very soon, Jill.
Why do you have to destroy stars?
That's Umbrella's intention. This laboratory has been engaging in dangerous experiments, and recently an accident has occurred. Anyway, this disaster cannot be made public.
That's why having stars nosing about is so inconvenient. So you're a slave of Umbrella now, along with these virus monsters.
I think you misunderstand me, Jill. To me, the monsters you mention mean nothing. I'm going to burn all of them together with this entire laboratory. I must complete my mission as ordered by Umbrella. Barry, go up on the ground and wait there.
Barry!
Barry's such a fool. He'll be under the control of Umbrella forever.
How come both Umbrella and you can intimidate him by taking his family as hostages?
Umbrella? Well, I intimidated him, but it had nothing to do with Umbrella. I just used him for my personal purposes, though both you and Barry seem to think I was following orders from Umbrella.
So you're planning something else?
If you succeeded in developing the world's most powerful biological weapon, what would you do? What if you were in charge?
You must stop this now.
You're a brave girl. But if I were you, I wouldn't give up such a big discovery. You guys are idiots. No one understands its real value.
So you're going to steal all the research?
Better yet, I'm going to show you the Tyrant.
Barry,
Sorry, Jill.
how is your family?
I was listening to what you and Wesker were talking about. I wish I realized it earlier. I thought it must have something to do with Umbrella, you know. So it's all been masterminded by him.
But it's good that you know that now. Anyway, let's get out of this house first.
Jill,
Yes, what?
do you have any idea what Wesker was going to show you at the back of this place?
Well, he was talking about the world's most powerful biological weapon, called Tyrant or something, I think.
Do you think we could see Tyrant now?
Barry, you're so optimistic.
It would look bad for Stars if we let such a dangerous creature run loose.
Maybe you're right. Let's go then. Can a creature like this really be the ultimate biological weapon?
Really? Wesker is a crazy man.
Tyrant is not completely developed.
But we can't let it live. That must be the computer for monitoring this creature. Damn you!
It can't control what it does.
Alright, so now you're in the middle of the Tyrant 1 fight. I'm going to go ahead and go over this direction. It's really hard to get a good angle on this guy, especially if we're way over here, but let's see if we can do this. Takes about 6 shots from the Colt Python to finish him off. I need to run, I need to run. That was close. Oh, I got one more shot left, I believe. Maybe it takes another one, but... no, he's done with. Let's go over here and check on Barry. Barry, we did it, man.
Barry? Barry? You're alive!
I'm really embarrassed. I was clumsy.
Let's get going.
Okay, so now that we are able to go... well, usually you either have to use... if you don't have Barry with you, then you need to check the computer in order to unlock this door so you can get out.
Wesker.
The triggering system has now been activated. All researchers...
Wesker must have set it off.
Take cover.
There's not much time left for us.
Unlock all for evacuation.
Alright, so let's go back down the elevator now. If you don't have Barry with you, then Albert Wesker would have went into that room with you, and he would have actually died to the Tyrant and dropped a key, and then you can use that key to unlock some of these doors, including the door you need to exit the game with. Alright, so Barry takes off, and now the triggering system's activated. We gotta listen to this alarm and all that stuff, which you're not timed right now, so you're in absolutely no hurry at this point in time. Let's go into this room. There's a red herb right here, which is what we're going to use to have a 100% health item once you find the green herb. There's also a box of shells right here on this operating table. And now we have a little puzzle that we need to go through if you're trying to get the good ending. We need to get into the room that's over here. It's the morgue, and you can see the opening that's going to take you into that room. Now, we need to move some of these boxes into position. There are several ways you can do this puzzle. There is a lot of different positions you can put these boxes in. It's kind of interesting, but it's not very intricate. All you gotta do is put the boxes on top of the two holes, so that way when you put the ladder on top of the red button, it will not release gas and you won't die, so yeah. So let's get these boxes out of the way. I need to move this ladder over a little bit. Whoops. So this puzzle, like I said, there's several ways to do it. There's no really one good way. All you gotta really do is put the boxes on the holes, but do not step on that red button until you have all the boxes in the right position. Because if you don't have the boxes in the right position, then you will accidentally release the gas and you will die. So make sure, you can also, if you do release the gas, you can leave this room and come back into it, and it will reset the puzzle for you. So you're not at a loss if you don't get that puzzle right. How do I want to do this? Alright, let's get all this stuff pushed in the right position. I don't think I'll be able to get on the right side of that ladder. I better push it out past the operating table for now. Push this box over this hole. Now let's move this ladder into position. And you'll... Oops, I don't want to. Can I get on this side of the... Oh, nope, I gotta push it out a little bit more. When you finally get the ladder into position, you'll hear a click, and that'll let you know that you have the ladder in position. If you don't hear that click, then you didn't do the puzzle right, and she won't climb through the vent, okay? So the click is basically pushing that button. There it is. And no gas will release if you've got the boxes in the right space. So there's an ash shaft. Will you enter it? Yes, because we'll go into the morgue. Now there's a couple things you can pick up in here. First of all, there's some Magnum rounds right here, which I need to still load my gun in case I get into some trouble. There's no enemies around here yet. There's actually enemies outside, and they're chimeras, so be careful. Now let's use the MO disc here on this little computer thing. We'll get passcode number 2. Okay. Passcode 02 has been filed, and now we still got to do the next one. I unlocked it. We got to leave through here. Now there's going to be some chimeras around here, and you're able to avoid their damage as long as you just run. Okay, I'm going to go this direct. Oh, get out. Go, Jill, go. Don't mess up. Let's go through this door right here. Okay, this is going to take us to a couple of areas that we haven't been to yet. We're going to get the solution to the computer puzzle in this room right here. Alright, so it's dark in here. You can turn the light on by coming up to the switch right here. We'll turn this on, and then we'll notice that there's a researcher's letter here. Now, this one's kind of important. There's some interesting information here, especially if you are a fan of the older Resident Evils, but it's important that you know, because right here he says that the login for the system is his name, and the password is your name, which he's actually talking to Ada, okay, and he's written down here, you see it's John, and also we have a password right here, another one, that is given in encryptic letters. Now keep those in mind. I know you're not going to be able to recognize those letters when you see them, but You'll see how to decipher that here in a little bit. So we've already got the idea that the login name, she even reiterates it here, that's John and Ada. That's the login name and the password. Now while we're here, there's a couple of things we can pick up. Over here, there's a clip in this box. Actually, there's 2 clips in this box. Let's grab both of those since we're trying to get all of the items. And over here, there's a green herb. Okay, now we can combine the green herb with the red herb in order to have a 100% health item when we go and fight the final form of Tyrant. Okay, so we got 100% health, and let's go ahead and decipher the rest of that password. If we move this box out of the way, we'll find another switch. Okay, it turns on a blue light or a black light or whatever, and we see that these words that were written here are now in English letters, and we can understand tree, apple, man, woman. Okay, so it has something to do with the Garden of Eden and everything. Let's go ahead and turn this off so we can actually see what the letters look like without it on, and you see that's those cryptic letters, and that's how you're going to be able to decipher that file. Let's go into the file and see it again. Researcher's letter is what we want. This one right here. So you're able to look through that password and decipher it. You'll find out that it's M-O-L-E, and that is how you get the password in order to use this computer system. Okay, now that we've done that, let's go ahead and leave. There's one more room we need to go in before we rescue Chris, because we need to use that last MO disk. Okay, this door was locked before. We actually unlocked this door in the computer system. There's a bunch of zombies in here, and we're going to need to take them out, I suppose. Oh, God. Waste a shot or two. It's alright. We don't need all of these bullets. Right here is another document that you can read through. And there's one more zombie. Might as well deal him the final blow as well. And then here is our MO disk thing. We're going to get our final passcode. It's been filed. There's no more items in this room. Let's go ahead and leave. We got all the zombies. They no longer have heads. And now let's go to the end of this hallway. We have all the passcodes we need from the MO discs right here. We use them on this panel. And there we go. This door is now unlocked. And we can go finally rescue Chris. He's been missing since the very beginning of the game, so... We also get a little break from that triggering system is now activated crap.
Oh, Jill!
Oh, Chris! So you're okay?
Yeah, you too! What happened to Wesker?
Let's talk about it later. Let's get out of here.
Alright, now we've rescued Chris. Let's just go and head back. He's gonna take off here in this corridor, but that's fine. He'll be safe. He's Chris Redfield.
Let's go!
Okay, now that we have him rescued, we've done everything that we need to do in this laboratory. We're able to go ahead and just leave. Now we are in a first-class emergency, and so that door that was locked before will now open. And that's what we're going to use to get out of here. A couple of zombies here with some heads that need to go away. Doesn't really matter. Like I said, we have plenty of ammunition in order to take care of Tyrant. Let's just bypass that one, though.
Let's go!
Alright, so if you want to grab some items before you go fight the Tyrant, you should go in here. Also, if you want to save your game, you might want to head back to that save room and save your game there. I don't really need to bring anything with me. I've already got everything that I don't really need to bring anything, so unless you want to bring another health item or something, it might be useful.
Hurry!
Now we've got our team back together. Chris, Barry, and Jill are all together. Now in this hallway,
This is Brad. Running out of fuel. If there is anyone alive, contact me now, okay? This is your last.
alright, Brad talks about that. You can't actually use the radio to get back to him though, which is unfortunate. Here on the ground is a battery. You get it. You also need to make sure before you come in here that you have a free inventory space, so you can go back and drop something off if you don't. But this is a point of no return. As soon as you use the battery in here, you cannot go back to your box. So make sure that you're ready to go as soon as you get to this point.
There is 3 minutes until explosion.
Oh no! You must be kidding! After we've come all the way here!
Ladies first. Go first, Jill.
But Chris!
Give me a chance to play nice guy.
Okay, I leave it up to you. See you again at the heliport.
The triggering system has now been activated. All researchers stand by. Recover immediately.
Alright, so you ditched Barry and Chris. We're going to go up to the top of this thing. This is the heliport where we're going to fight the final form of Tyrant and end this game. Alright, so you will have a free inventory space at this point because you grabbed a battery and you used it. You're able to pick up this flare. This is how we're going to signal Brad. And here he comes. Let's go ahead and take him out. Now there is a there is a buffer zone where you can stand and he won't charge you. Oh god, I can't see him. I was outside of that. Oh, I died. Alright, I gotta go through a lot of stuff, guys. I'll see you guys back at the spot. Alright guys, I'm back here at the spot. I'm now grabbing the flare. I didn't mention this last time, but I did it anyway. If you want to go over to this camera angle, it's a lot easier to start firing on the Tyrant. So I would recommend setting your camera to this angle and you can get about 4 shots off on Tyrant before he gets anywhere near you. Now I was going to say also that there is a buffer zone where if you're not too far from the Tyrant, he won't charge you, and if you're not too close to him, he won't attack you. Now it's hard to turn around while you're fighting him because of the stiff controls, but you want to pretty much land one shot and run. So this first opening part is where you're going to get most of your damage in. He takes about 7 or 8 shots, I believe, in order to kill him with the Colt. Alright, so now we're fighting this guy. 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna get 5 shots off. Go, Jill. Now you want to run clockwise around him, because if you run clockwise around him, he won't be able to attack you. He only attacks with that claw of his, so... Got about 2 shots off. Run clockwise. Now, as soon as we get him to a particular damage point, Brad will drop a bazooka down, and you're able to shoot that at him. There we go. We got that. We're at that point now.
Jill! Kill that monster! You're our Amazon, Jill!
I'm their Amazon Jill. Okay, so go grab the rocket launcher. We need to quickly equip this thing and shoot the Tyrant in order to finish the game. How did I miss? Ladies and gentlemen, I am badassgamez. Thank you very much for watching my Jill Valentine Resident Evil walkthrough. And I'll see you guys in the next video where I explain some of the alternate endings. Take it easy.